Married city worker, 28, accused of rape claims 18-year-old victim begged him for sex after being kicked out of London nightclub for being too drunk. A PricewaterhouseCooper consultant accused of raping an 18-year-old woman in an alleyway has claimed she repeatedly begged him for sex. Married Sanjay Naker, 28, approached the teenager after she was kicked out of No. 1 club in London Bridge for being too drunk. Inner London Crown Court heard how he slung her over his shoulder and dragged her away from the busy street on March 11 last year. Naker was found by a passerby standing over the woman and zipping up his trousers as she lay unconscious, half-naked, covered in urine and vomit at 4:45 a.m. When interviewed by police last year he said, "I was quite upset about the ordeal since it happened because I was with my wife and I was like, how can I do this to her?" The court heard how he told the police that he saw the 18-year-old having sex with another man on a bench before he left her to go back inside. He said, "I asked her if she was alright and she said, 'Do you want to F me?' Then she just kept saying F me. That was the only conversation I remember having with her. She honestly just seemed to be very horny at that time. I would not have had sex with her if I had known how drunk she was." He claimed she gave him oral sex several times between sexual intercourse. Naker said, "I was just not feeling it. When it happened, thoughts of my wife were going through my head. I was like, what the FK am I doing? Why am I going out and kissing another woman when I don't need to?" I began to see that something was not quite right with her. It did not occur to me that there was anything wrong with her, till the end of it when she was falling asleep. I then thought at this point, this is a bit F up. I told a white male to call an ambulance, said make sure you take my number and give it to her as well. Then, I left because I just felt really shit, I just needed to get home to my wife. He described the experience as an ordeal and spoke about a previous time when he cheated on his wife. Naker said, "It happened before with a friend of a friend at Leicester Uni. We had finished uni and I got with this girl and told my wife and promised it would never happen again. I called my wife a few times that night beforehand. She texted me a few times saying where are you? And I just ignored her. She kept texting me all the things that you would hope a woman who cared about you would say. I was 1000% going to tell my wife about it. We have been best friends since we were 17 years old. I do care about her personal feelings about it. I would even have got my wife to introduce herself to the woman, to quash anything, so they could see who each other were and that there are no hard feelings between anyone." When asked by police why he would think an 18-year-old girl would want to have sex with a complete stranger in such dirty surroundings, he replied, "It depends how you look at it. I guess it is extraordinary for the majority of people, but there are people who got out and this is who they are and what they want to do. I could probably introduce you to about 3 girls who I know who when they fancy doing it like this, they will find someone who looks nice and just do it. I thought she probably just liked the look of me. I thought we were both sober. Do you people not think that some people like that sort of thing? What about people in the police force who are single or might just want to get with other people?" The woman told the court that all she remembered from the attack was a brick wall in front of her and that the last thing she remembered was standing in the smoking area with her cousin. So when she woke up in hospital the next day with pains to her vaginal and anal area, she felt really, really scared. She was tearfully told the court that, "I did not remember having sexual intercourse with anyone that night." Naker, of Wood Green, London, denies 1 count of attempted rape, 1 charge of assault by penetration, and a count of sexual assault. The trial continues.